I.S.U.P.K.
God's laws, statutes, and commandments, he gave those only to our people. That's why when we break the law, blacks and Hispanics get punished more than every other race of people. You understand? Keep going. And the service of God. And the service of God, man. The only people that can serve God in this Bible are blacks, man. If you black, Hispanic, or Native American, you're the only people that can serve the God of this Bible. The Arabs cannot serve the God of this Bible. The Africans cannot serve the God of this Bible. The Africans and the Arabs, they're going to serve you. The same way that we served them in slavery when Christ returned. They're not equal to our people, man. Ain't no white woman equal to the black woman. She can't dance, sing, cook, do nothing. Right. The Lord made one people superior to every other people on the face of the earth. And it's in the Bible. You don't believe me? We're going to show you in the Bible. Y'all brothers grab a flyer, man. Keep reading. And the promises. And the promises. God gave us promises that if we kept his laws, statutes, and commandments, he would put us above all the people on the face of the earth, man. That's what God said. Read on. Whose are the fathers and of whom? Hold on 1 second. Read that again. Whose are the fathers? The fathers in this Bible are the fathers of our people. Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, that is our bloodline race relatives. That is our race. Not some African naked in the jungle with a bone in his lip eating the damn elephants behind. That's not our forefathers. Our forefathers are Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. This is what race of people we are. Our language was Hebrew. Our land is Israel. And the land of Israel is not that little piece of land you see today. Iraq is Israel. Afghanistan is Israel. Saudi Arabia is Israel. Parts of Turkey is Israel. Right. Jordan, Lebanon, Yemen, all those are Israel. Palestine is Israel. All of that is our land. All the way down to Iran. That's our homeland. We don't come from no damn Africa. Our history don't start on those slave ships. This Bible has thousands of years of our history right here. The problem is we've been raised Christian and have no idea the Bible talking about us. Right. I'm going to show you right now. Take me to Deuteronomy chapter 7 verse 6. I'm going to show you in the Bible right here. The Bible is talking about black people. You understand? Read that. Deuteronomy chapter 7 verse 6. For thou art an holy people. God said that we are holy people. That's why when we join the customs and the culture of another race of people, it don't work for us. The white man become a Christian, he murdered 3 civilizations of people and take over the whole earth. Black man become a Christian, end up dying strung out on drugs. Black man become a Christian, he go and get damn molested in the church by Eddie Long. End up being a lesbian or homosexual, we die #1 of AIDS. Christianity don't work for our people. Read that again. For thou art a holy people. Thou art a holy people. Muhammad made a religion up. His followers made it because he couldn't read or write. He was just a robber. He made a religion of Islam off the records of the Bible. And that united his Arab people. Black man become a Muslim. Is there peace in the Muslim community? We go to Baltimore, Philly, New Jersey, everywhere. There's brothers that's Muslims and Christians murdering each other. The Muslims are the one that's dropping off all the dope in the projects. They not getting life sentences. We getting the life sentence. That's why the Lord said we was holy. The Lord told us to be separate. You understand? Keep reading.
Unto the Lord thy God.
What?
Unto the Lord thy God.
This is what I was telling the brother, what we don't realize. We are the only race of people, we belong to God.
Right.
Like we can't go and choose to serve another God. We can't choose to take on the culture of another race of people.
Right.
We belong to God.
Right.
God will never allow us to fit as a Christian or a Muslim or a Democrat or Republican. It will never work for our people. Right. If it works, why is there 2 million brothers in prison?
Right.
The Moors is in prison. The 5%ers is in prison. Who else? Islam is in prison. The nation is in prison. The Baptist church is in prison. Christians are in prison. The sovereign Americans are in prison. The dope dealers are in prison. All the gangs are in prison. The Mexicans in prison. Puerto Ricans in prison. If it could have worked, surely it would have worked by now.
Right.
The Black Panthers in prison. If it could have worked, surely it would have worked by now. Keep reading.
The Lord thy God has chosen thee.
The Lord did what?
Has chosen thee.
God did what?
Chosen thee.
What does it mean to choose? What does it mean to choose? That means you have an option. Right now, you probably got 10 pair of shoes in your closet. You looked at your clothes, you looked at your shoes, you looked at the drawers that's in your drawer, you say, yeah, I got 100 pair of drawers, but I'm gonna wear these drawers today. I got 10 pair of shoes, I'm gonna wear these shoes today. I got 10 pair of jeans, I'm gonna wear these jeans. They got the shine, they fly, they blue, they black. I got 10 hats, I'm gonna wear this hat. Well, the Lord looked at every race of people on the earth and he said, the Chinese man, this white man over there, some Arabs, nah, I don't want that. Him, I want Jerome. I want Jerome. I want Kobe. I want Michael Jordan. I want Michael Jordan, you understand? That's what the Lord said. Let's get some more. Read on.
To be a special people.
What kind of people?
Special people.
All people are equal.
Special people.
Nah, so when you reading that wrong, Troop, what does it say?
Special people.
Black man, you are special people. But what does that mean, special? Read on.
Unto himself.
Meaning unto himself. We belong to God. All races of people do not belong to God. The Arabs belong to Allah. The Chinese belong to Buddha. The white man belongs to Satan. Our race of people belong to God. We belong to God, you understand? You got a question, brother? What's your question?
Just something to add to that.
Go ahead, brother.
Ain't no separation from God to Allah. Allah and God the same thing.
Let me ask you a question. You brought up a good point, brother, but let me ask you a question. I understand. Let me ask you a question. You say you a Muslim, right?
I'm Sunni Muslim.
Hold on, wait a minute. You say you Sunni Muslim.
Sunni Muslim.
That's different than a regular Muslim, right?
You talking about the nation of Islam, which
I'm not talking about the nation. I'm just talking about Muslim.
No, it's not just Muslim because it's different Muslims.
Now let me ask you a question. I understand what you're saying. Let me ask you a question. Are you an Arab?
No.
Is your father an Arab?
I mean, if you go down the family line, I might be.
You said you might be. You know what? But this is the point.
My family is Dominican and Puerto Rican.
Now understand this. Dominican and Puerto Rican, where's that slavery sign? Get this slavery in America sign. Don't you know how we got? Come look at the slavery sign, brother, because you brought up a good point. One second. This is a very important point. Now here we are talking about the love we're supposed to have for each other. And I ain't getting on the brother because the brother brought up a good point. But understand this. Do you know how we got on these slave ships? Hold on one second, because you're right, you're a brother. You know how we got on these slave ships, brother. The Arabs rounded us up and put us in these ships. The Arabs built these slave ships.
No, it's actually the Roman Empire.
One second. The Arabs were notorious merchants. They knew how to navigate the desert. Most of Africa is desert. That's why the Africans don't stay there. There's no resources.
But the ones that control them ships were the Germans.
One second. They were, but it wasn't just the Germans. The Arabs got rich in slavery. They took our sisters. And man, you got sisters, you got mothers, aunts just like us. The Arabs knew that we were a different race of people. Can we agree that we're black men? There is no video of an Arab dunking a basketball over a car like Kobe Bryant. Ain't no Arabs in the NFL and the NBA. What's the top Arab rap artist? What's the top? You laughing, but I'm being serious. Because when you go in the Bible, I understand. Look, I understand, brother. Because when you go in the Bible, right, the reason why you gotta laugh, because the idea to compare what we do as black men, even though we've been in slavery 400 years, to any other race of people is a goddamn joke.
Right.
They can't touch us in any capacity. They can't box, they can't rap, they can't do nothing. All of our music is about what? Party.
See, what?
Making babies, having a family.
Becoming Sunni Muslim, what
Right.
we believe in is each one teach one. Everybody's together. That's what Malcolm X
Right.
found out.
But here's the problem. I got
Everybody's
you.
together.
But you know what else Malcolm X found out? Because Malcolm X became a Muslim because he was in jail. The person
But he was under the wrong
one second. Because the person that taught him, Fard Muhammad, was a white man. And Malcolm X, when he went over to Mecca, he thought that this was something for black people.
It was only for black people.
He thought it was, but when he got there, he realized that it was not black people. It wasn't even dark-skinned people in control.
Right.
It was rich Arabs that had business deals with the white man. Bin Laden was a rich Arab that had business deals with the white man.
Right.
The white man just stabbed Bin Laden and Saddam Hussein in the back.
Right.
But they had deals. Gaddafi had deals with them. He had all of them had deals with them, and he turned on them. That's why the Bible says the white man is the devil. But this right here, that race of people, the Arabs. No, I got you, brother. I'm gonna answer everybody's question. The Arabs took our sisters because it was mostly men that went to slavery in the plantations, in the cotton fields. It was mostly men. The Arabs took our mothers and our aunts in iron and chains to march back from the west coast of Africa to the Middle East so that they could be raped as sex slaves in their harems. Now, as a black man, as a Puerto Rican, as a Dominican, a Native American, I can't join these people that raped my mother, that raped my father. This wasn't 1 or 2 rapes. This was hundreds of years of rapes. You seen them Arab women? You seen how horrible them Arab women look? Them Arab women are so ugly, they put them in a damn towel. Cover everything but their eyes because they're hideous. You seen how sisters look? If you want to ask the question, where is the top Arab female singer? What's the top Arab singer? What's the top Arab female artist? You know why you have to laugh at that? Because they can't compare to our sisters. Right. If you had a choice to have sex with an Arab woman or a black woman, who would you choose? You choose a sister. You see what I'm saying? But you saying that now because you're a Muslim, but the Arabs didn't choose Arab women. They chose our sisters. But this is the point, though. I understand what you're saying, but let's stay on the point there. These people committed the same crimes against us that the white man did.
Right.
Now, if we as a family gonna say you Puerto Rican, your family Dominican, my family Mexican, his family Native American, this is what race we are in the Bible.
That's right.
As a race of people, even if you have a different belief about what you believe as your religious beliefs, we one family. These Arabs are another family of people that committed crimes against my people. And if I love my forefathers and foremothers, I cannot join these people because of the crimes they did. If somebody went out and murdered your cousin, you say, I want this bastard dead. At the least, he should go to jail. But these other races of people have murdered hundreds of millions of our people. And because of religion, and because of different philosophical beliefs, they're separate from our race. Because I asked you, were you an Arab? You said no. Our people have taken on the customs of the same race of people that murdered us. Like, we can't unite and be brothers if in the middle, yeah, you black, I'm black, you Puerto Rican, my cousin Puerto Rican, your mother Puerto Rican, you Dominican, my family Dominican, we the same. And then we go to talk about our records, and we get to the point where some other race of people hurts our family, and we got to stop talking about how we love each other because one brother say he down with the other family, that he's a Muslim. This ain't no shade against you. I'm just trying to show our people what exactly is happening. This is a wall that's in between our people. And it ain't just Christianity and Islam. It's Christianity. It's Rastafarian. But these cultures come from other races of people. That's why I asked you an Arab. Without religion, you will always be the people that went into slavery with ships, just like me.
Right.
We will always be the people that the conquistadors murdered, the pilgrims murdered, the Dominicans and Puerto Ricans. You know how many Tainos the white man murdered? He murdered like 25 million in one island. How many millions of Mexicans he murdered? They still murdering us. As a family, we cannot afford to have any love for an outside family. Because in the middle of us trying to be brothers, when we get to the point about this is the God of our people, a brother that's a Muslim, he got to defend the God of another people. That's the point. And this ain't no disrespect to you, brother, but the God that the Arabs serve is not the same God as the God of this Bible. Just like the God that the white man served is not the same God that the Arabs serve, is not the same God as the God of any other people. Every other race of people have their own God. That's why when we read the Bible, it repeatedly say, the Lord thy God. Thy God. It's showing ownership. Like, this my block. This my neighborhood. This my city. That's my cousin. Meaning that this means that you own this thing. It's a part of you. The Arabs is not a part of our people. That's another family of people. In order for us to come back, we need to consolidate our love. Because you know why? When black men was getting murdered by the police, wasn't no Arab imam stepping up to say you wrong. Right. They got a government, they got military, they got land, they got a country. You know how much money Arabs trade here in America? They Muslims. You a brother that's a Muslim. Wouldn't black men as Muslims be able to use some of that Arab money? We need food, we need housing. Sisters murdering their baby, thinking they won't have enough money to take care of the kids. Brothers robbing each other over dope blocks because we don't have no goddamn money. Why aren't Arabs who are Muslims sharing their resources with black men who are Muslims? We gotta ask that. If we're gonna be real, like General Katham was saying, we're gonna be real, brother, we gotta keep it real. Right. Why aren't they doing that? Because the brotherhood that our people is seeking is outside of the one that the Lord set up for us. The Arabs don't want to be brothers with us. The white man don't want to be brothers with us. We go to church and follow the white man come into church and shoot black people. You see what I'm saying? If there was ever a chance to show that you down for me, if somebody come up and start whooping my head, you would step up and say, no, that's my brother. You ain't gonna beat on my brother. At the very least, both of us gonna get jumped. But I mean, goddamn, we've been getting killed hundreds of years. Ain't no Arabs stepped up when they were hanging black people from trees. The Arabs didn't step up.
They ain't getting away with that.
Now, I understand what you're saying. And you're a brother that may be able to be strong in this area, but we travel cities and countries all across. Right. And black men that's completely separate from the strength and the power that you might have here. Them brothers in Chicago don't have that strength. You may be strong. That's why it's the scripture. Hold that. Give me 2 Samuel chapter 10 and verse 12. 2 Samuel 10 and 12. It's brothers that can be strong, and this is what has happened. All of the warriors that make America great is blacks and Hispanics in Iraq fighting them terrorists. Right. The white man gets shot at for the first time in his life. He's screaming for his mama. He throwing up. He peeing on himself. He ready to turn and shoot his own man next to him. He's scared to death. It's Jorge and Jerome that's throwing grenades, busting shots, blowing things up. It's brothers. Right.
Ain't no friendly fire.
Right.
You shooting on purpose.
And then when we come back to America as a veteran, we can't get our damn benefits at the VA. You see what I'm saying?
We got all these homeless guys, older guys out here. They all dead.
Exactly.
And they all out here in the street.
But you know why that happened? Because at a time, we thought the best thing, following Martin Luther King, was to go. I got you, but we ain't going nowhere. We thought the best thing. Right.
He sold out.
Do you know Martin Luther King is in the Bible?
Nah.
Did you know that? We're going to show you Martin Luther King too. We want to read this real quick because it's an important thing. You understand? Read that.
2 Samuel chapter 10, verse 12. Be of good courage.
The Lord said, be of good courage, man. There's brothers that have strength and power, but the strength and power that you might have, another brother and sister won't have that. See, the Lord is a man of war. He ain't like what we've been taught in the Christian church. Every nation needs something to protect itself. You know what that's called? It's called killers. It's called men of war. The Lord put every nation, he give a certain number of killers to protect and defend and kill and die if need be for brothers and sisters who are not strong.
That was the whole point of taking out brothers.
Right.
That was the whole point of taking out brothers and sisters. Send them to boot camp, put them in the army, bringing them back and making them cops.
Or take them over there and get them strung out on heroin.
Brainwash them. They brainwashed them, brought them back. Then they train killing animals.
Right.
So when they come
but here, hold on one second, because it's a different thing. Right.
But when they come back in there, they're racist killing animals. So when you put them in that car behind the badge, they talking about you can sweep it under the rug. So whatever you go out there and do, you can kill half of them.
Right, but hold on. We don't want to get too far off the topic, but here's the point. Because the so-called brothers that's the good cops, they not stopping the white cops. You understand? What the Lord told us, we was just reading in the scripture, the Lord told us not to make a covenant with another nation of people. Like as soon as I join the Arabs, I can't care about you anymore. Because the love that I need to have for the Arab, for me to join him, I got to take that love away from caring about what I do to you. You see what I'm saying? Keep going. Keep reading, brother.
and let us play the men.
You gotta play the men. There's only a certain number of strong men. A weak man gets strong from following a strong man. If you start boxing, there's a brother who know how to box that's gonna teach you. You start lifting weights, there's a brother that know how to lift weights that's gonna teach you. Our people are so short on the resources, so short on strong men that can give our people the line that the Lord told us to follow. We so short, we don't have no strong men. That's why brothers turn to weed, brothers turn to pills, brothers turn to coke, brothers end up being a homosexual. You got child molested. You got, but hold on though. You see what I'm saying? Hold on, just stay with me. Just stay with me. Just stay with me. Keep going. I got you, brother.
For our people.
For play the man for who?
Our people.
For who?
Our people.
See, our people need men to be strong for them. There's plenty of strong men for the Arabs. The white man been at war with the Arabs for 20 years since 9/11.
Right.
Bomb and dropping bombs out the sky. You can't even see where the bomb coming from. A bomb drop and destroy your school, your mosque, your gas station, your hospital, everything. They still got strong men for them because they have not been in slavery for 400 years and had their identity wiped out. You see what I'm saying? Our people need people to play the man for them. You see what I'm saying? We need people to be strong for our people. How do we be strong? Keep reading.
And for the cities of our God.
And for the cities of what?
Our God.
For the Arabs, God. For who?
Our
The
God.
Chinese, God. For who?
Our God.
Do you understand why it says our so many times in the Bible? Because all of the other races of people have their own God. As a black man, or as a Puerto Rican, or as a Dominican, because all of those are black. You and me, our God, the records of our God is in the Bible. But you not an Arab though. You a brother like me. We need brothers that's another black man, a Puerto Rican, or a Dominican, so to play the man for brothers and sisters that may not be strong enough as you, that may not be able to defend themselves. That may, like, it's so many things happening to our people that brothers don't realize what's happening right around them. Like all the molestation, all the brothers just celebrated Christmas. Maybe not you because you're a Muslim, but brothers just celebrated Christmas. You know how many black people commit suicide on Christmas? You know how many Native Americans on the reservations commit suicide? We need people to play the man for them so that they will hear this. And instead of them trying to figure out how I can be a better white man, and then look at some nigga in the picture with a beard and an afro and say, man, I ain't gonna be nothing. Let me swallow all of these pills or blow my brain out. Let me shoot up this heroin, man. Let me go ahead and get high and wander in the traffic so I can die. Like, our people don't have no love for each other. Like, we don't even love ourselves because all of the love we have has already been assigned to another race of people. I'm gonna show you where Christ said. Give me that, take me to Matthew chapter 6 and verse 24. Like Christ is saying that. Well, because we're such a kind and loving people, we will overlook crimes that every other people has done to us and not overlook what another black man has done to our people. A sister will forgive the white woman for slavery but hate another black woman and go and travel just to put her on Instagram or Facebook beating her up or setting her up so she can get high and get raped and end up dying. Like, we don't have no love for our people. That's what this Bible teaches us what the Lord said. Read that, brother.
Matthew chapter 6 verse 24. No man can serve two masters.
Like, you can't serve two masters, man. Like, it's impossible. It's impossible to serve two masters. You understand? The God of this Bible is the God of our fathers.
Right.
Every other race of people has a God that was established with their forefathers. You see what I'm saying? Say it again. But, well, who did he say that to? Let me ask you a question. You bringing up a point. I'm gonna deal with it because we deal with this all the time, everywhere we go. Brothers and sisters say and believe the same thing. What language was that written in when it was said? It was written in Hebrew? Who's that message given to if it was in Hebrew? Because this is the words of the Hebrews right here. We read, write, and speak Hebrew.
Right.
It ain't no shame. It ain't no shame in it. Listen, I understand. It ain't no shame in it, brother. It ain't no shame in that.
When you pray to another, like, when you coming on me, you say, in Jesus' name, amen, that means you pray to another person. That's not God.
Well, first of all, what language was it written in? It's the difference between a language and who you know the actual person is.
The Bible been interpreted from all.
That's why we read, write, and speak the language it was written in, because that's our original language. The only reason we speak it in English, and we got philosophies in English, and philosophies about what the Arabs believe, and the Chinese and the Asians, the reason we doing that is because we lost our culture, because we went into slavery. Right? Neither was Spanish, Portuguese, French, Dutch, Arabic. None of this was our language. And guess what? Just like it wasn't our language, Islam was not our culture. Christianity was not our culture. Being a Rastafarian was not our culture. Like brothers don't even know, smoking weed is the worship of another god. Brothers don't know that. It's the worship of the Hindu goddess Shiva. The worship is the action that you do that's associated with that god. That god, that worship of that god is to roll up that incense for the queen. It's in the Bible. You roll up and light that incense to the Queen of Heaven, and you take a burning branch and you put it to your nose, to your lips, and you smoke it. That's the worship of a Hindu goddess. Right. Now, you would not classify yourself as a Hindu. You said you were Muslim. But the things that you just said that you was doing is the worship of another god. Even in the Quran, that's against Allah. Our people don't even understand what we're doing because we don't even know who we are. You see what I'm saying? And it ain't like you would know. We've been in slavery. I didn't know the first few, years of my life. This brother didn't know. That's why the Lord said, I send shepherds out to go and get the lost sheep. Like our people don't know what we do. We eat. We don't know what we're supposed to eat, what we're supposed to celebrate. You see what I'm saying? So read that scripture. Because this is what it says. Read verse 27. Read that. 27 and 1.
Deuteronomy chapter 27 verse 1. And Moses with the elders of Israel.
With who?
Israel.
With who?
Israel.
God said Moses with the elders of Israel. The words and the writings about the God of this Bible was only written to the Israelites. Keep going.
Commanded the people, saying, keep all the commandments which I command you this day.
Keep all of the commandments which I command you this day. Like this was written to the Israelites. The reason why you believe that, take me to Psalms 147 and 19. The reason why you ain't the only brother. The reason why our people believe that is because we've been taught Christianity. Like Christianity say the God is the same. You know how Muhammad and his followers spread Islam? By killing people who worship other gods. Right. They forced it. That get down or lay down, that was real life. If you didn't get down, your head was gonna roll. They tied some Arab tribeswoman leader named Kufa to 2 separate horses and had the horses run in 2 opposite directions to pull her apart. That's how people became Muslims, man. It ain't had nothing to do. They was not worshiping one God. That idea of one God, that come from the Bible. The Arabs had a God for every day of the week. They worship 365 gods. That star and that crescent moon is the worship of 2 completely separate gods. All of that is different worship, man. It ain't even one God. Allah is by all the weather God. All of that is recorded in the Bible. It tell you not to bow down to an idol of stone or wood, which is that Kaaba stone and the Christian cross. You come to our school and our classes, we giving our people our identity so we can be strong for each other. Because what our people don't know is the Lord kill our people for disobeying him. That's why we die more than everybody else. Everybody like to get high and smoke weed, but black man #1 with brain cancer, #1 with throat cancer, #1 with lung cancer. White man get high, he run Hollywood. Black man get high, murder his brother, get life sentence. Get high, wreck the car, kill somebody, go to jail. You see what I'm saying? Hillary Clinton get high, wreck her car, kill somebody, she become damn vice president, senator. You see what I'm saying? Keep going.
Psalms 147 verse 19. He showeth his word unto Jacob.
The God of this Bible only showed his word unto Jacob. Who is Jacob? Jacob is our forefather. You understand? Read on.
His statutes and his judgments unto Israel.
His name was changed to Israel. You understand? Jacob's name was changed to Israel. Israel is the father of these 12 boys that make up the 12 tribes of the nation of Israel that generations later became Puerto Rican, Mexicans, Dominicans. This is right here. If your father is one of these, that's what tribe you are according to the Bible. That's what race of our people we are. Read on.
He hath not dealt so with any nation.
What did the Lord say?
He hath not dealt so with any nation.
Do y'all know what the word nation means in the Bible? People. The Arabs are a different nation from Israel. The white man, known as Edom in the Bible, are a different nation from Israel. The Chinese are Moab. Say it again. Say it again. Who's in Israel? Yeah, but Muslim is a religion though, because you a black. I ask you again. You a black, hold on one second. You a black man. You said, one second. I asked you again. When I asked you, are you an Arab? You see what I'm saying? I understand, brother. Just hear me out for a second. I asked you, well, this is the truth. The truth is that your father and you are not an Arab. And Islam is a word in the Arab language, in Arabic. I speak 5 languages, brother. It's right here in the Bible. I'm getting ready to show you. You asked a damn good question, brother. That's what we need. You asked a damn good question. I'm gonna show you, brother. The land that we call Israel today is not the full land. The white man, along with the Arabs and the other races of people, they work to carve out our land and give it different names. Right. Iraq is part of Israel. Saudi Arabia is part of Israel. Afghanistan is part of Israel. Iran is part of Israel. Turkey is part of Israel. Lebanon, Palestine, the little quarter that they call Israel, all of that is our land. By us going into slavery, all of those races of people got rich. Not only did they have us in slavery to make them rich, but they had our land with the gold and the oil and the resources. You see what I'm saying?
That's the reason why they tell us our social security number is natural social security numbers, how much money.
Nah, all of that is fine. We in slavery under the white man. That's all we got to do is just keep the white man's laws. The most important thing we got to do is learn to obey the laws of our God. Right. That's where we get protection. That's right. You see what I'm saying? Keep going.
He has not dealt so with any nation.
No, go ahead. He has not dealt so with any nation. Meaning the way that the God of this Bible deal with us, like he showed his laws in the Bible to us. Like if you go to the Africans cut the clitoris off of their woman. You see what I'm saying? The Africans stick their head up in elephants behind. Say their African sign. The white man go and have sex with his cousin, with his sister. You see what I'm saying? God gave us laws in the Bible not to do that. When the white man cooked his food, his steak still got blood in it. His meat ain't done. We watched the cooking show. The white man cooking meat on the show, they had 3 white men and 4 sisters. I mean, 1 sister and 3 white women. They get the meat out the package. The white woman take the meat and go and just put it in the seasoning. What's the first thing you gonna do as a black man when you get the meat out the package? What you gonna do with the meat? Brother right here in the ring, what you gonna do? You gonna drain it and do what? What you gonna do with the meat? You gonna do what? See, as a black man, I know what you gonna say because we the same. The 3 white women on the stage did not clean the meat. They took it out the package and just started seasoning with the blood still in it. Look at your face. You know a black man would not do that because they a different race of people. They a completely different world from us.
They with the gay stuff.
Right. They completely, but see, guess what? We didn't follow them. Now black men is being homosexuals and lesbians.
We're not following them.
Right.
We got food and beat into that.
Brother, all the tricks, how many tricks and magic tricks in the world is it going to take to teach a grown man to blow another man's rod? Ain't that much goddamn tricks in the world. Ain't that much damn tricks in the world. A nigga ain't get tricked into blowing no rod. A nigga decided he wanted to blow a rod. Ain't that much damn tricks and fools in the world. We ain't gonna get no pass or no grown. We ain't gonna get no pass for that, man. You was a grown man blowing another man's rod. You get a pass for that. That was a damn decision. You made a life decision into that. You see what I'm saying? That was a decision. We ain't get no pass with that, man.
That was a life decision.
You see what I'm saying?
That was a messed up decision.
Right. Keep reading, brother.
And as for his judgments, they have not known them.
The Lord in the Bible don't deal with the other nations of people. This Bible is the records of our family, our race of people. Now, you asked a good question. You said, where does it tell us where we come from? Give me Galatians chapter 4, verse 16 in the New Testament. All of the questions that we had as a race of people our entire life, that no preacher, no leader, no imam would answer, all of these answers is in the Bible. Right. The problem is the only men that God set up, the God of this Bible, the only men that he set up to teach this Bible are the prophets of the Lord before you today in the I.S.U.P.K. Right. The Lord always only dealt with one race of people, and of that race of people he put men in charge, and of those men in charge he dealt with one man. That man gave orders, every other man under him followed those orders and taught and ruled the rest of the people. Our nation has always been militant. You see, mother of us all? Galatians 4 and 6, Jerusalem, the mother of us all. Find that. 4 and 6. 4 and 16, you see it? 16. But I'm gonna show you where black people come from. You see it? Jerusalem is the mother of us all. Find Jerusalem is the mother of us all. I'm gonna show you where black people is in the Bible. Take me to Deuteronomy 28 and 68. Like this gonna identify. You see what I'm saying?
I'm gay.
So you a Native American Indian. But don't you know that the Native American Indians after the 1890s, a Native American was classified as a Negro.
Coming right back.
Oh, no sweat, brother. We'll be out here. Deuteronomy, this got the answer right here. Deuteronomy 28 and 68. Read that. This the most important part, brother. Don't miss this part. This tell you where we from. Just hold on for a second. You gonna get the answer. Just hold on for a second. The brother asked a good question. Said, where are we from?
Right.
It's going to explain. It's going to describe to a T what people we are. Because this did not happen to the other races of people. Read that, brother.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
The Lord said we was going into Egypt again. The word Egypt is a Greek word, Egyptos, meaning bondage or slavery. Because when the Greeks took over the land of Egypt, they said that this entire society was built off of one race of people enslaving another race of people.
Right.
That's what the Egyptians saw. That's why they said this is Egyptos. This is crazy. And the Egyptians, which were white men, they went and found those exact same race of people and put them in slavery. That's why the Mexicans are here, the Puerto Rican, the Dominicans are here. That's why the North American Indians are here. The black man, the Haitians are here. Because the white man sought to put the same people in slavery because he knew that Egypt was great because of who he had in slavery, man. Read on, brother.
Again, with ships.
How did we come to America?
With ships.
What was the transatlantic slave trade about?
With ships.
Black people, what is your identity here?
With ships.
Slavery in ships, right here in America.
Right.
Like we came into slavery with cargo slave ships. And guess what? The transatlantic slave trade started with Puerto Ricans, man.
Right.
Puerto Ricans were the first slaves that were traded. Christopher Columbus took Puerto Ricans from the island of Puerto Rico to Seville, Spain. And damn near all of the brothers died. That's how the transatlantic slave trade started, man. Then after they murdered so many of the natives because of their disgusting diseases, they had to go to the west coast of Africa to get the rest of us.
Right.
Read on.
By the way whereof I spake unto thee.
Meaning where we were at that time where this was said, our homeland in the Middle East, read on.
Thou shalt see it no more again.
The Lord said we would not see our homeland again, man. God said we wouldn't see our homeland again. That's why black people don't know we're not Africans. Black people don't know we don't come from Africa. We're not Moors. We're not the copper complexion, all of this nonsense. Black people don't know where our homeland is because of this scripture right here.
Right. And there ye should be sold.
And what happened when we got off of those slave ships?
Ye shall be sold.
Where's your resume? Market yourself. What happened?
Ye shall be sold.
I got a damn black man. $100, $35 right here, young buck. He can pick cotton, cut sugar cane. What happened when we got off those slave ships?
You should be sold.
When we got to Puerto Rico, what happened to us?
You should be sold.
When we reached the Dominican Republic, what happened to us?
You shall be sold.
When we reached Colombia and Brazil, what happened to us?
You shall be sold.
When we reached Norfolk and Portsmouth, what happened to black people?
You shall be sold.
They strip a black woman butt naked on the auction block and sell her like you sell damn beef at the damn grocery store. What happened to our people?
You shall be sold.
When the white man want to sell a boxing match, he get a black man, a Mexican, and a Puerto Rican and put them in their drawers and put them on a scale to weigh them and do what?
You shall be sold.
They sell the fight, man.
Right.
They want to sell you at the NFL Combine or the NBA Draft. They're going to put you in your drawers. They're going to slap on your muscles. They're going to grab you. How high can you jump, boy? How fast can you run? Can you throw a ball? Can you take a show us your drills? Show us, flex your muscles. This is the NFL Combine in the scriptures. This is the NBA Draft. This is us naked on the auction block being sold into slavery. Right here in the Bible. Read on.
Unto your enemy.
Unto who?
Your enemy.
The Arabs that sold us into slavery are who?
Your enemy.
The Africans that put us on the ships are who?
Your enemy.
The white man that put us in the ships are who?
Your enemy.
The Lord said we were going to be sold to our enemies.
Right.
Black man, there's a reason why we don't know what race we are. There's a reason why, as a black man, we would join Islam and follow the Arabs.
Right.
Because we were sold to the Arabs. There's a reason why we Christians, because we were sold to the Christians.
Right.
There's also a reason why you don't know that you're a Hebrew Israelite, because we in Islam and Christianity, instead of in the I.S.U.P.K. learning what God said in the Bible.
Right.
Now what our people need to do, it's time for brothers and sisters to start coming to the I.S.U.P.K, man. Y'all come to our classes. The Lord don't care nothing about how old you are, where you from, what you done, man. You come get in our classes so we can be strong for the rest of our people, man. Brother Native American, brother Ephraimite, a Gadite, a Ephraimite, a Simeonite, man.
Right.
You know how the brothers is struggling on the reservations, man? Brothers committing suicide, brothers getting high out of their minds so they can forget about how their land was stolen from them. All of that, man. Brothers need our people. Brothers need Native Americans and Dominicans and Puerto Ricans to get in the I.S.U.P.K so we can build our people up, man.
That's right.
Your folk need you to come in the I.S.U.P.K so we can save the lives of black people.
Right.
Richmond and Portsmouth and Chesapeake need black men to stand up so we can save the lives of our people. But we can only do it in the I.S.U.P.K.
That's right.
Keep reading.
For bondmen and bondwomen.
For slave men and slave women, you understand? Right, we got the truth, man. Brothers and sisters want to know what race you are. If you black, Hispanic, or Native Indian, you are a Hebrew Israelite according to the Bible.
Right.
If your father is one of these on this side, you are one of God's chosen people. And you are supposed to get in the I.S.U.P.K to learn the heritage that God gave to our people.
That's right.
Because there is a man that is hunting you. You understand? There's a flip side. The Lord said we were number one if we obeyed him. He also said he would kill us if we disobeyed him.
Right.
And our people don't know what we're doing that the Lord is angry about. Our people don't know that the Lord is killing us for being Christians and Muslims and celebrating Christmas and smoking cigarettes and weed and eating pork. Our people don't know that the Lord will kill you for having sex with a sister and throwing her away. The Lord will kill a sister for aborting her baby. Kill a sister for having sex with a man and then go have sex with a different man. The Lord kill our people for this. You understand? Fill out our correspondence sheet, man. Come put your name on our flyer, our correspondence sheet. Get in contact. Come and get in this school, man. Every city, state, and country, if you black, Hispanic, or Native American, get in the I.S.U.P.K so we can build our people up. The white man is hunting you. Hunting our sons, hunting our daughters, tribe by tribe, land by land, country by country. Time for our people to wake up and serve the Lord. Keep reading.
And no man shall buy you.
Old Quaker English, the Lord said no man would buy us, meaning no one could deliver us out of this captivity. Malcolm X tried to deliver black people from underneath of the white man's racism. The Black Panthers tried to deliver our people from being attacked by the white man. Tookie Williams tried to deliver our people. T. Rogers tried to deliver our people. Larry Hoover tried to deliver our people. Willie Lloyd tried to deliver our people. What's the Benjamin's name? The fat brother. Marcus Garvey tried to deliver our people. Everybody tried, but nobody tried the way that the Lord said.
Nobody tell you cry. You know why? Because I never saw you before. But you are a black man like me. And it's worth something.
My whole life was trying to find something to follow. Had loyalty, every man tried to borrow. Felt pain and a lot of sorrow. Got betrayed, sold packs, I didn't even have my heart broke. Living confused, about to lose hope. Cops got me on the side of the road like a sideshow. Need an antidote before I croak. Now I'm setting fire to rhythm man blues, boy this guitar smoke. Rebel with no cause, trying to find direction. The world got me vexed. Picked up a bad liquor habit that's hereditary from oppression. Felt like my life was on fire, trying to find an exit. Now look, 10 G's plus a good wreck. Sometimes a follower is a soldier, trying to find a good shepherd. Plus when you in hell, how do you excel? Wisdom the breath of life, I don't believe in fairy tale. Listen well to what I tell. No calling can cause pain, something that a rebel knows very well. Can't you tell I was sent from the Lord?